It's Training Tips Tuesday, and Cindy Pry with That Place for Pets is in with us. And we've had extreme heat in the summertime. We know it's going to get cold in the winter. So how do you deal with these temperature changes when you have pets?
Okay. Whiskey is an Australian Shepherd, and you can tell he was just at the groomers. He's been given a summer cut. It's not a shave. If you have a double-coated dog, you don't really want to shave them down for the summer. It's tempting, but you have a tendency to destroy that heat barrier that they have. But he's trimmed very, very short. He still has all of his undercoat. If your dog has to be outside in the heat, you want to make sure that get down. You want to make sure that they have plenty of shade and plenty of water, fresh water. If you are home and able to do it, you want to change that water maybe every hour to give them cool water. The shade you want either tree shade or a tarp shade, something where the air can move all the way around.
Not the doghouse, because it can't circulate in there.
The doghouse is the same as a car for us, and the temperatures just go hugely high. Dogs can handle, depending on the breed, temperatures into the high 80s, and after that, then they start getting overheated. Now, dogs with very, very short muzzles, you got to watch the temperature because they can't handle even that high a temperature. You want to keep them in the 70s or the low 80s. They have trouble breathing.
Right. So then what happens in the cold? I mean, how do you know with the coat and things like that with the cold?
In the cold, obviously, you know, there's news alerts out to bring your dogs in when it gets so cold. And it really depends on the breed. Australian Shepherds, they will go out if it's in the 20s, high teens, play. If there's snow on the ground, I can't get them in. They want to be out
Some dogs do love snow, isn't it?
Some dogs do love snow. Your Spitz breeds, the Huskies, the Malamutes, all of those double-coated dogs, they will love to be out in the weather, in the cold.
But I assume a dog like Coda,
With a dog like Coda, he will stand the cold more than my short-haired Chihuahuas do, but he still needs to come in. And you have to make sure that you watch their paws, that they don't get really, really cold. Remember, a wet, slushy day is going to feel colder to their paws than a really crisp, dry day because of that wet and the ice. You want to check their pads when they come in because the ice and snow will gather up in between those pads, and they can get an ice burn in there. They can burn their pads on ice and snow just as easily as they can burn them on a hot pavement.
Yeah, all right. So kind of like the weather for us, you got to worry about the weather for them and the same kind of situations, and just make sure you take care of them, right? Oh, very good. All right, hot and cold. Thanks, Cindy, for coming today.
You're welcome.
All right, don't go away. First Edition continues in a moment.